Hey everybody, thank you again for visiting my channel and stopping by to talk some movies with me. Leading up to Avengers Endgame, I'm going to look back at all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies in preparation for what is promised to be the culmination of them all. If you want to join in the conversation, I welcome you to do so down in the comment section below. And with all that out of the way, let's get started with the movie that started it all with Iron Man. Iron Man was directed by Jon Favreau and starred Robert Downey Jr. as his debut as Tony Stark, a billionaire weapons manufacturer who, after being captured by terrorists and seeing what his inventions are doing in the wrong hands, decides to stop those using his weapons to harm innocents by becoming the Iron Man. As of today, Robert Downey Jr. has starred in 8 MCU movies, 9 if you count the end credits of The Incredible Hulk, and has gone through many arcs and evolutions as this character since then. Watching this movie back again and after already gone through this character's journey, it's really cool to look back at and be reminded just who Tony Stark was before he joined this Avengers world. He's a party animal, a bit of a narcissist, self-centered, and really doesn't care about anyone but himself. But seeing him humbled down by this captive situation, and changing his business motive once he returns back to America, even when everyone around him's telling him that he's crazy and insane for doing so, and that he's gonna ruin the company. But Tony Stark proves that he's changed by not going back to his old ways, and through Robert Downey Jr.'s performance, he does a great job of showing you that Tony Stark really has changed. He still has the same personality, but he's not the same guy from the beginning of the film. He's definitely gone through a change, and he's definitely different. And through Robert Downey Jr.'s actions and the way that he holds himself and even his body language really shows and demonstrates this change that Tony Stark has gone through. With the supporting cast, we have Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, Terrence Howard as the first portrayal of Rhodey, and Jeff Bridges as the antagonist Obadiah Stane. Watching the beginnings and the foundation being laid down for Tony and Pepper's relationship is also really sweet. There's actually only a couple scenes dedicated to their romance, but Robert Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow have a fun and sweet dynamic, and they really make the chemistry between these two characters work, even though there's really not that much time dedicated to their romance. As for Obadiah Stane, this is definitely a cliche and generic villain. We've seen it a million times, it's nothing new, but I have to say that Jeff Bridges' performance in this movie was actually really entertaining to watch. I enjoyed the way he portrayed this character, and he really does give a threatening presence when he comes on screen. He's definitely not the greatest villain, but after watching this movie back, I definitely can't say that he's the worst Marvel villain. He sort of just falls in the middle of the pack for me. This is also one of, if not the most grounded Marvel film in the MCU thus far. The scenes dedicated to Tony's captivity can actually get intense, thrilling, and dark. And there isn't actually that much fantastical stuff in this movie compared to where the Marvel movies and this universe has come to. This is also helped by the fact that the technology in this movie is actually very limited. There's a lot of scenes of Tony Stark tinkering and improving his tech with physical labor. He does have machines help him by telling them what to do and how to do it, but it's nowhere near as much as in the later Marvel films, and I actually like going back and watching these scenes because they really do a great job at demonstrating just how smart Tony Stark is, by demonstrating Tony's creative mind and intelligence, and you really buy into the fact that this guy could make this Iron Man suit. There's also very limited action in this movie compared to the other Marvel films, and when there is action, it's very small-scaled. Like, for example, the final climactic fight scene between Tony Stark and Obadiah Stane really just takes place in one street and one rooftop, which is very different from how the final acts can get in other Marvel movies, which we'll get to later on in this series. There's also very limited CGI in this movie, at least it looked like it was. There appeared to be a lot of practical use in this movie, with the suits and the tech, especially with the Mark I suit that Tony Stark uses to escape from captivity. As he's walking through the place burning it up, you can actually see the gears and mechanics of the suit move and get an idea on how these gears and mechanics are making the suit function and work. And when there is CGI, it's actually blended very well within the practical effects. However, there are some scenes that have just full CGI, and over the past 10 years, they're starting to not hold up very well. As a whole though, this movie is still very good. It's a great character study on the character of Tony Stark and how this one event in his life changed his life and set him on a new course. And I think what's going to help make this movie timeless and why I enjoy coming back to this movie and to this character of Tony Stark is because to see him at the start of the movie and then the end of the movie and seeing how that character has evolved and changed is very effective and so well executed. Plus, the natural charm and charisma and quips that Robert Downey Jr. brings to this character really helps me get behind and root for this character. Because even though at the beginning he's so arrogant and full of himself and self-centered, Robert Downey Jr.'s performance of this character and Jon Favreau's directing managed to make this character likable and someone that you actually want to spend time with and be around. And that's very impressive to me. I still remember the day my dad took me to see this movie all the way back in the 3rd grade. And it's crazy to remember the time when Nick Fury appeared in the post-credit scenes telling Tony that he was there to talk about the Avengers Initiative, that I had to look up at my dad and say, "What's the Avengers?" It's crazy to look back on and see just how well this franchise has grown and how long it has actually impacted and influenced my life. The Marvel movies helped me find a lot of friends, and they're still something that my friends and I talk about endlessly to this day. And I will always have this movie to thank for that. Guys, thanks again for checking out this video and checking out my channel. What do you think of Iron Man? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it your least favorite MCU movie? Comment down below, let me know what you think about this movie. Let's get a conversation going. I'm going to be back talking about more Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. If you'd like to join me for that, I welcome you to come back, and let's have fun talking about these movies together. Once again, my name's Zachary Milne. Thanks for talking movies with me, and I hope you have yourself a great day.